smiling like nothing could change. I didn't miss you the way I thought I would. I missed us before the pain.
We used to talk about forever, like it was something we could reach, laughing at the smallest things, back when love felt light and free.
We didn't know about the silence, didn't know how distance grows. We thought love was just a feeling, not a choice you learn to hold.
Somewhere along the way we stopped being honest and kind.
We didn't fall apart all at once, we faded one night at a time. I miss who we used to be, before love got tired and slow, before every conversation felt heavy and hard to hold. I miss who we used to be, when your eyes still look like home. I don't miss how it ended, I miss us before we broke.
We started counting all the reasons why staying felt like a fight. We kept forgiving without healing, just to make it through the night.
You stopped reaching for my hand, I stopped asking if you would. We were standing side by side, but forgot how to be understood.
I don't blame you for leaving, I don't blame myself for staying. I just wish we'd noticed sooner
Well, love was quietly saying,
I miss who we used to be,
before the words ran out, before I'm fine became a lie. We learned to live without. I miss who we used to be, when love still felt brand new. I don't miss the person you are now, I miss the version of me with you.
maybe people aren't meant to stay the same forever.
Maybe love changes shape under pressure and weather.
But sometimes late at night I wonder who we'd be today if we listen more closely.
Before we drifted away, I miss who we used to be. Not the fights, not the scars, just the way we fit invincible, thinking love would take us far. I miss who we used to be, before letting go felt real. Some loves don't end in heartbreak, they end in what you feel. So I keep the memory softly, not to hurt, but to see the love in you once taught me who I was meant to be. And even though we're strangers now, that part will always stay. I miss who we used to be, in the quiet, honest way. I heard your name today, in a conversation that didn't start. They said you've been doing fine, and it hit me harder than I thought. I see you smile in pictures, like nothing ever broke, like love was just a chapter you easily outgrew and closed. They say you laugh a little louder, that your world feels light and new. And I stand here learning how to breathe in a life that's missing you. I told myself I'd be okay if you ever moved on. I just didn't know how much it hurt to see you proving me wrong. You're happy without me, and that's the part that breaks my heart. I hoped you would miss me sometimes, at least a little from the start. You're happy without
questions anymore. I don't want the details now, but every silence answers me in ways I don't know how.
I thought I meant something deeper, more than just a passing phase. But watching you move on so fast makes me doubt our yesterdays. Maybe loving you was one-sided, maybe I just felt it more. I stayed stuck in what we were while you walked through a different door. You're happy without me, and I guess that's how it should be. I wanted love to set you free, I just didn't know it meant from me. You're happy without me, I try to be okay, but some nights happiness feels cruel when it doesn't come my way. I don't wish you any sadness, I don't want you feeling pain. I just wish moving on for me didn't feel like losing everything. I hope they hold you gently the way I try to do. I hope you'll never feel the ache of loving someone who still loves you. You're happy without me, and I'm learning how to cope. I'm letting go of what I wanted, even if I'm losing hope. You're happy without me, so I'll step out of the way. I'll carry what we used to be and quietly fade. Maybe someday I'll say your name and it won't hurt the same, but tonight I sit with the truth. You're happy without me, and I'm still learning how to be. I felt it slipping long ago, but I refused to see. I kept believing in us, even when you stopped believing in me. You started pulling away slowly, like you hoped I wouldn't notice. Your love became a question mark, mine became a promise. I made excuses for your distance, said you were just going through changes. While I was holding us together, you were already making your exit. I stayed through all the doubt, through nights that felt one-sided. I was fighting for forever while you were undecided. I held on longer than you did when it was hurting me. I kept choosing us while you were choosing to leave. I held on longer than you did when love felt incomplete. I gave you all I had while you slowly let go of me.
I ignore the signs you show, the silence, the empty stares. You stopped saying I love you, like it wasn't yours to share. I kept lowering my standards just to keep you close, calling it understanding when it was hurting me the most. I thought love meant endurance, staying even when it's hard. I didn't know loving you would mean breaking my own heart. I held on longer than you did through every lonely night. side. I stayed because I believed love was worth the pain. But I learned too late, love shouldn't feel this way. I held on longer than you did, and that's what hurts the most. Not that you walked away, but that I stayed with false hope. I held on longer than you did. Now I'm learning to release. Some loves don't end in hate, they end when only one heart beats. So this is me letting go of the fight I fought alone. I held on longer than you did. Now I'm finally coming home. You don't have to say a word, I already know the truth. The quiet between us is louder than you. You used to fight for every moment, now you barely try. Your replies get shorter and your reasons multiply. I ask if something's wrong, you say you're just tired lately, but your silence tells a story you don't wanna say to me. I listen to what you're not saying, more than the words you choose. Sometimes silence is an answer we don't wanna hear, but know it's true. Your silence says everything that your voice won't admit. It tells me you're already gone, even if you're still here with me. Oh, your silence says everything, every doubt, every fear. I don't need a goodbye, your quiet made it clear. You stopped asking about my days, stopped noticing my tears. You're here in body, not in heart, and it's been that way for years. I fill the space with conversation, hoping you'll break the wall. But the more I try to reach you, the less you say it all. I don't need another excuse, I don't need another lie. I just need the honesty your silence already implies. Your silence says everything, that you don't love me the same. It screams in every quiet moment when you don't say my name. Oh, your silence says everything, and I finally understand. Love doesn't disappear suddenly, it fades when no one stands. If you wanted to stay, you'd fight through the quiet. If you cared enough, you wouldn't hide it. I held on to every word you refused to give. I stayed too long in a love you already left. Your silence says everything, and I'm done pretending it's fine. I deserve more than empty space and unanswered time. Your silence says everything, so I'll listen and let go. Sometimes the loudest truth is what you never say at all. I won't wait for words that were never meant to come. Your silence already said goodbye.
look okay, like nothing ever changed. If only they could hear the things I never say. I laugh a little louder now, so no one hears my heart. I've learned how to play the part of someone who's not falling apart. I answer I'm doing fine, like it's just another line. They don't see the cracks behind the smile I carefully designed. I don't wanna be a burden, I don't want the questions asked, so I hide behind this version of myself I know won't last. I smile so you don't see the pain, I joke so no one feels the truth. I act like I'm not breaking down just to make it easier on you. I smile so you don't see the pain, like it's something I outgrew. But every time you say my name, I remember everything we went through. I post pictures like I'm healing, like I finally moved on, but they don't show the empty nights where I wish you called my phone. I'm strong in front of everyone, but weak when I'm alone. I carry all this weight inside and never let it show. They think time has fixed me, they think love didn't stay. They don't see how every memory still hurts in quiet ways. I smile so you don't see the pain. I learned how to fake okay. I mastered looking happy while my heart slowly fades. I smile so you don't see the pain, because explaining takes too long. It's easier to wear a grin than admit where I went wrong. Maybe one day I'll tell the truth, let the mask fall to the floor. But right now I'm still learning how to feel without hurting more. I don't want sympathy, I don't want to be saved. I just want someone to notice I'm not okay, I'm just brave. I smile so you don't see the pain, but it's getting hard to hide. This smile wasn't meant to last, it was meant to help me survive. I smile so you don't see the pain until I learn to let it go. One day I'll smile because I'm healed, not because I'm good at putting on a show. So if you see me laughing, just know it's not the end. Some smiles are just quiet cries from someone trying to mend. The world kept moving forward, but I stayed behind, right where you said I'll be back for the very last time. Everyone says I should move on, like it's something I forgot to do. They don't know I never left the place I last stood with you. I replay that final moment like it's frozen in my head. You walked away so easily, I stay with everything you said. You promised it wasn't the end, just some space, just some time. But I took your words seriously and made them mine. I'm still waiting where you left me, in the same old frame.
I try meeting someone new, but they don't feel like home. They don't know the parts of me that only you were shown. I tell myself this isn't love, it's just a habit I can't break. But habits don't hurt like this every time I wake. I keep hoping you'll come back, just to prove I wasn't wrong, that waiting wasn't foolish, that I was strong all alone. I'm still waiting where you left me, in the words you didn't mean. You said maybe someday, and I believe. I'm still waiting where you left me, while the seasons pass me by. I don't know when I stopped living, started learning how to hide. Maybe you never meant to stay, maybe I heard what I needed to hear. I built a future out of promises that disappear. I don't hate you for leaving, I just hate that I stayed, loving someone who moved on while I slowly faded away. I'm still waiting where you left me, but I'm tired of this place. I don't wanna lose my life to a memory I can't replace. I'm still waiting where you left me, but tonight I choose to move, not because I stopped loving you, but because I deserve it too. So this is me finally walking from where my heart once stayed. I'm not waiting anymore, I'm just learning how to be okay. There was no final moment, no dramatic last embrace, just silence growing heavier between the words we couldn't say. We stopped asking how you feel, like the answer didn't matter. We learned how to change the subject so nothing else would shatter. Your I'm fine sounded practice, mine felt empty every time. We were already losing us, but still pretending we were fine. We didn't fall apart in anger, we just slowly lost the fight. Love faded in the daylight, long before the final night. We broke before we said goodbye, before the tears, before the pain. We ended in the quiet, not in words but in the space. We broke before we said goodbye, and that's the truth that hurts the most. There was nothing left to say by the time we finally let go.
We kept holding on to habits like they meant we still care. Sleeping next to someone who felt emotionally elsewhere. I missed you while you were beside me, you stopped missing me at all. We were still together, but love had already stalled.
I don't blame you for leaving, I don't blame myself for staying. I just wish we noticed sooner.
maybe love would have stayed alive instead of slowly falling farther. But love isn't just about staying, it's about being seen. And we stopped seeing each other long before we stopped being we. We broke before we said goodbye, and now I finally see that losing you didn't happen at once, it happened quietly. We broke before we said goodbye, so I won't ask you to stay. Some goodbyes don't need words, they already happened along the way.
So this is me letting go of what we couldn't say. We didn't end with a goodbye, we ended in the space where love used to stay.
Every night starts the same. I tell myself I'm alright, but the lights go out and so does my strength. I get through the day just fine, keep my heart distracted. I laugh at things I don't feel, pretend I'm not affected. But when the city falls asleep and the room turns still, that's when every memory hits me against my will. I don't dream about forever now, I just dream about your face. And waking up without you feels like losing you again. I keep losing you every night in ways I can't defend. I let you go in the daylight and fall apart again. I keep losing you every night when I'm too tired to pretend I survive you in the morning. When midnight wins again, I scroll through moments we once lived like they still belong to me. Every smile feels borrowed now from who we used to be. I hear your voice in my head saying things you never said, but silence fills the space where your I love you used to live. They say time heals the heart, but nights don't let me forget. I'm learning that moving on is something I'm not good at, yeah. I keep losing you every night when the walls close and I fight the urge to call your name and lose that fight again. I keep losing you every night to thoughts I can't outrun. I swear I'm stronger in the daylight, but I'm weakest when it's done. Maybe one day I'll sleep in peace without replaying our goodbye. Maybe I won't reach for you in the dark asking why. But tonight your absence still knows exactly where I break. I don't miss you constantly, just every night I'm awake. I keep losing you every night, and it hurts just like before. Each sunset feels like a warning of what the darkness holds. I keep losing you every night until the morning comes. I don't know when I'll stop missing you, but tonight I haven't won. guess I'll try again to be the person I pretend. But until the light finds me, I'll keep losing you. Every night, every night. Feels bigger now with fewer words inside. Every corner holds a memory that love already left behind. Your jacket's still behind the door, like you might come back someday. But the air feels different now, like love quietly moved away. We don't fight, we don't talk, we just exist in the same space. Two hearts sharing silence, wearing unfamiliar faces. I try to fix what wasn't broken, I try to hold what let me go. Somewhere between, trying too hard, we lost the love we used to know. Packed its bags and left no note. We kept the walls and furniture, but lost the thing that mattered most. Love doesn't live here anymore. I feel it every time you're near. We're just two strangers sharing space where love disappeared. We say good morning like a habit, not like we really care. Our words are careful and polite, like love was never there. I miss the way you looked at me, like I was something rare. Now your eyes just pass me by, like I'm not even there. I don't hate you for leaving, I don't blame you for the pain. I just wish we noticed sooner. Love doesn't die all at once, it fades. Love doesn't live here anymore. You can feel it in the air, in the way we stop trying, in the things we no longer share. Love doesn't live here anymore, and saying it out loud feels true. It hurts to face what we became when loving me stopped loving you. Maybe love needs more than staying, more than promises and time. Maybe we confuse surviving with being truly fine. I held on to what we were, you moved on inside your heart. We didn't end in anger, we ended by falling apart. Love doesn't live here anymore, and I finally understand. You can't force a feeling back by holding someone's hand. Love doesn't live here anymore, so I'll learn to walk away. Some homes are made of memories, not places meant to stay. I'll take what's left of us and me, the good, the bad, the scars, and leave this house in silence where love no longer is, but once was ours. didn't feel the end. I just felt something missing, like I lost a part of me. I don't remember the last fight or the words that made you leave. I just remember holding on while you slipped away from me. It didn't end with screaming, it didn't end in tears. It ended in the small things that disappear through the years. We stopped making new memories and lived inside the old. I didn't know the past could feel so cold. The last thing I remember is us laughing without a reason why. Before love learned how to hurt, before we learned how to lie. The last thing I remember is us before everything went wrong. I don't remember the goodbye, just the feeling that we were gone.
I still walk past the places where we used to feel alive. Now they feel like empty spaces, frozen somewhere in time.
I try to recall the moment when love started feeling weak, but memory skips the ending and only keeps what I need.
Maybe my heart protects me from knowing how it died.
Some endings hurt less when you don't know the final lie. The last thing I remember is us before distance filled the room, before silence became louder than everything we used to do. The last thing I remember is us, and maybe that's okay. Some loves are meant to be remembered, not explained away. If I could choose one memory to carry through the pain, it wouldn't be the ending, it would be us that way.
Not broken, not afraid, not scared of growing apart.
Just two hearts believing the love was enough to start. The last thing I remember is us, and I'll hold on to that. Not because I can't move on, but because it's all I have. The last thing I remember is us, and that's where all that is stays. Some goodbyes don't need remembering when love fades quietly away.
So I close my eyes and breathe you in one last time in my mind. The last thing I remember is us, and I